Stormy Cloud 21 here. Today we're going to be looking at two exclusive figures that came with the Haslab Razor Crest. There it is back there. You can see Din Djarin in the cockpit. Here we have Grogu, and you can see it says the Razor Crest. There's Grogu. Grogu in the chrome pram with this nice clear stand and this canopy. And then you have a bowl for Grogu to drink from. There's little Grogu. And Grogu, the Razor Crest, the Mandalorian, Star Wars. Unpunched, by the way. And on the very back has a 1. Here's a picture of Din Djarin with Grogu. Star Wars, the Vintage Collection. A mysterious alien pursued by bounty hunters on behalf of Imperial interests. And you'll notice there is no UPC because there is no need for a UPC. This is not sold in stores. This is an exclusive item which you can only get if you back the Razor Crest or if you back someone who backed the Razor Crest. In other words, pay them to get one of these from them. So then here is the Jawa, and this is another unpunched card. This is the Offworld Jawa Elder Arvala 7, which is a planet. Star Wars, the Mandalorian. Here you have this nice picture of an egg. There's the Jawa Elder. Notice, yes, some blasters in there. You've got a knife. You've got some eggs. Here's an opened egg, Mudhorn egg, I believe. And then on the back, here they are with their prized egg. You have Has-02. The off-world Jawas found on Arvala 7C may look different than their Tatooine counterparts, having adapted to their new surroundings, but their obsessive need for technology still drives them. And you notice when they were trying to steal the parts off the Razor Crest in an episode, that, yeah. So, like I said, this figure, as well as this figure, exclusively are tied to the Razor Crest, coming in with the Razor Crest. You cannot find them in a store unless you buy them individually or together from some person, or unless you back the Razor Crest yourself somehow, or get it on the second-hand market. So, question. Am I worried about opening these? No, not at all. They're meant to be enjoyed, loved, and cherished, not kept in a box for years and years to gain value. What's the point? No fun. Have fun. Enjoy. Life is short. Let's get these out of the packaging soon. Check them out. Enjoy them to the fullest that we can, and do this review for you. Hence, the deed is done, now the fun has begun. Here you have your Offworld Jawa, Arvala 7. And I'm going to pull some of these accessories out and we'll look at them up close. First of all, you have this blaster, Jawa blaster. Look at that. See, it's like hollow looking in there. Very cool. Next, I'm opening the tape like that because I can get this little teeny tiny little blaster out there. And then I have this one. Look in there. Very cool. And now I'm going to head straight for this guy. And this little tiny knife is not what I thought at all. It is very soft, very flimsy, very rubbery. I quite like it. And you see, stuff you would never know or experience if you leave it in the packaging. I'm going to try to take out this egg. So pretty cool how they gave us 2 Mudhorn eggs. Got another one from previously from my regular Jawa that I have. Now here is the Mudhorn egg that has obviously been cracked open. Somebody's very hungry for an omelet. Cool stuff. Remember, this is only exclusive to the Razor Crest. Very amazing. And now, for the first time since the factory, boom! Here you have your Offworld Jawa Elder. Let's zoom in a little bit. Look at that nice decorative eldery stuff around the neck from being an elder. This Jawa has this around. Very cool. And then you have the hands with articulation. If you look up here with this cloth moved, you can see there is a joint, so you can bend the arms with articulation like that, as well as the other arm underneath there. See? Now I just turned the head. You can move these around freely. You could also probably pop that head off. I just don't want to right now. And then if you look at the knees, this is going to be non-articulated knees, but the legs do articulate. But there's no swivel in the feet. That is a strong missed opportunity to have been able to do that. But nonetheless, it's very nice to have another Jawa, especially, and nonetheless, an exclusive Jawa at that. Underneath, you can see under the feet. Look at that, 2014. We've seen some of these Jawa parts before mixed in with the new stuff, huh? This nice red eyes. Nice soft cloth on this Jawa Elder. And so that is the Jawa from Arvala 7 and all of its beautiful accessories. So now things will really get interested, because yes, I am going to open Grogu and the Chrome Pram. Oh yes, I am. Moving on, now we have Grogu, and this is an exclusive Grogu to the Razor Crest with the nice bowl there and this nice chrome pram, which is, I know, going to attract all kinds of fingerprints. I love it. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to separate this and then reach in here, gently pull out this pram. And yeah, there's already fingerprints on this thing, and no problem, because I can wipe them off with a microfiber cloth. That rhymed. You can see me doing my review. Hi there. This is inside. They put this nice plastic piece to help protect the inside. I'm going to pull that out. It's the first time since the factory. And there is the nice painted little cloth bedding for Grogu. This is so cool. See, you would have never known if you sleeve this in the packaging how cool it is. There's no way this is on the regular pram. Look at all that fine detail. Those grooves and the gray coloration. This is just so cool. And this piece, which is not included on the other pram. And then you have this nice stand, which it can come off of. I'll show you that in a minute. But first, as fate would have it, I set that down rather rough when it flipped on the stand just now, which is cool because now I know the bedding can come out. And look at there. Look in there. Now you can see what it's like inside this pram. Wow, that's so cool. Even more space for your little Grogu buddy. And then you just slip this back in there. Put that back in there. And my camera's trying to do some kind of auto lighting thing because it's so dark in there. Also, look at the front of this, the detail on that. You know what this pram reminds me of? Have you ever seen The Flight of the Navigator? So now here we have the top of the pram. I'll pull that off and I can connect that in a minute. There I am again, hi there. Put this down. Going to pull out little Grogu and his little bowl. I just pulled out that little tiny bowl and it's tiny. There's the bottom. Has a little peg. Man, that's tiny. I'm gonna set that down. Okay. Then here is little Grogu. Mine has a little black mark on his ear. He's so cool. Look at him. And look, this is amazing. Little Grogu has the little knob from the Razor Crest in hand. Underneath, there's a peg. The ears are nice and rubbery. And the head can turn, actually articulate around like that. Really good. And then you have to be careful with these little arms because they can come off and then you have to peg them back in. But this, the only Grogu I know of that comes with the little knob in its hand like that. Very cool stuff. And it has an open mouth expression. I'm kind of wondering if the other Grogu figures have an open mouth on the mold. We'll have to look at that. And this is also a nice light tan color versus what I remember on some of the other little Grogus, as well as on this one. The ears are different. They're more raised, and some of them, they're lowered more. Picking up this pram again reminds me of Flight of the Navigator. Gonna put the little Grogu in the pram. He looks so happy in there. And then, yes, you could probably close it with Grogu in there, but I want to do this. What you're gonna do, it's very slick, by the way, and it has my fingerprints all over it now. But there is these little grooves. It's gonna go, you've got these little notches. You're gonna try to fit those in there. And you're gonna try to fit this in here. Peg this in right there, this peg. And you're gonna try to close this up. It's not exactly the easiest. There you go. And as soon as I did that, take my little cloth, wipe the chrome and get my fingerprints off of that thing. Wow. Look at this. Man. All kinds of fingerprints attracted this stuff, you know? But it's so cool. The chrome pram. And there's little Grogu. And then of course that was his little bowl. You can also, I'm gonna have to touch it again. You can tilt this. And when you do, it can come off of here. But I'm gonna have to be careful doing this. You know what? I was gonna try to take this stand off of this pram because I've done it on the regular one. And you know what? It is not wanting to budge. So please write in the comments if you own this same pram and you've been able to get the stand off. I would like to hear from you and see your take on things. And let me know if it's designed to come off of here or not. Yeah, I'm always having to wipe this thing down, and then of course it's gonna be all crazy from the fingerprint thing, but it's a very beautiful piece nonetheless. Reminds me of Fly the Navigator, like I said. So there you go. Open them both up. No regrets. Beautiful sets. So glad to have these. So glad that I was brave enough to open them and enjoy them. This Jawa here from Arvala 7, as well as this pram with little Grogu from the Mandalorian. So this is Stormy Cloud 21. Please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. See more stuff coming up soon. Also remember to hit that notification bell. Thank you for watching. Until the next video, talk soon.